information given here in question number 1. Now it is based on directions. Point A is 20 meters to the south of point B. B is here. And A is 20 meters to the south of point B. C is 15 meters to the east of A. Now this C is how many meters? 15 meters to the east of A. Point D is 10 meters to the north of C. D is just 10 meters to the north of C. That means, no, sorry, A and B the distance is 20. Now this is a vertical distance. And C and D here the distance is only 10. Point D is 10 meters to the north of point C. And point D is exactly midway between E and F. And D is exactly midway between E and F in any order, F for E or D, E or F. And again, whether they are in a horizontal straight line or vertical straight line, that's also not clearly known. And in the next information, D is exactly midway between E and F in such a manner that E, D and F form a horizontal straight line of 50 meters. As what is the total distance here? 50 meters. Then F is to the east of point D. F is to the east of point, it is clearly given. Now F is to the east of point D. As what is the distance between D and F? 25. Because the total distance between E, D and F is 50, out of which now this D is exactly midway between these two. And the distance between these two will be another 25. Hence E will be somewhere here. E, D, F, the total distance is 25. And F is to the east of point D. Point E is 10 meters to the north of point G. E is 10 meters to the north of what? E is 10 meters to the north of point G. E is 10 meters to the north of point G. As E is 10 meters to the north of point G, now this is 10, isn't it? Now what is the distance between C and D? 10. Now here, this is also 10. Hence these 2 points, what are those 2 points here? E, D and F and G, A and C forms a vertical horizontal straight line. Now if this is 15, this will be 10. Now the total distance is 15 and this will be 10 and this will be 15 out of the total 25. Done with this? Then question number 1. In which direction is point G from point A? Yes, tell me in which direction G is from point A? West. And so how many meters towards west here? 2 meters west. That is choice 2. Hence question number 1, choice 2 is the answer. Then question numbers 2 to 6. Now in this 2 to 6, what is the information given here? How many persons? 8 persons. 8 friends, E, F, G, H. Eight friends, E, F, G, H, L, M, N, O are seated in a straight line facing north. Now in total how many persons are there? 8 persons. They were seated in a straight line and all these persons are facing towards north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 persons facing towards north and all the persons, but not necessarily in the same order, only 3 people sit between G and O. How many persons are in between G and O? Exactly 3 persons. And O sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. Now the information which is clearly specified, O sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. O can be either at the left extreme end of the line or, yes, what is the other possibility here? O can be at the right extreme end of the line, isn't it? And so how many persons in between O and G? No number of persons. Only 3 people between O and G. G will be here. Now only 3 persons between O and G, G will be here. Only 3 people sit between G and O. O sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. L sits south to the left of N. Whatever this L is south to the left of N. N is not an immediate neighbor of G. As N is not an immediate neighbor of G, N cannot be in these 2 places. Now let us finalize the position of this N. N cannot be in these 2 places. Then tell me whether N can be here. Yes, whether N can be here or not. No, if N is here, then L sits south to the left of N is not at all possible. Hence N cannot be any one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then can N be here at the end? If N is here, then 1, 2, 3. G and L must be in the same place. Hence N cannot be here as well. Then what is the only possibility for N? n must be second from the right hand. If n is here 1 to L, L is seated out to the left of n. And coming to this one, n cannot be in these two places because if n is here, there is no place left for this L at all. And n cannot be at this place as well because if n is here, then G and L must be in the same place. Hence, n must be here. If n is here, then L will be here. Clear now? L sits out to the left of n, n is not an immediate neighbor of G. H is one of the immediate neighbors of L. As H is one of the immediate neighbors of L, adjacent to L is H. As H is immediate neighbor of L, H must be at this place. And M is neither an immediate neighbor of O nor N. M is neither an immediate neighbor of O nor N. Finally, M can be either at this place or at this place or at this place. But whereas out of these three possibilities, if M is here or here, this M will be adjacent to N, or if M is here, that will be adjacent to O. But whereas according to the given condition, M is neither an immediate neighbor of O nor N. Hence, there is no place left for this M at all to sit. Hence, the first possibility is completely ruled out. Then what is the second one here? Now in the second case, M is neither an immediate neighbor of N nor O. M cannot be here and M cannot be here. As M cannot be in these two places, M must be here. Isn't it? As M is here, how many persons in between M and E? There are 3 persons in between M and E. E must be here. Then who is the person left over here? F is the person left over. Clear now? Then in this one, question number 2. And what is the position of N with respect to G? Position of N with respect to G, N is second right. Now second right, that is choice 1. Then question number 2, question number 3. Which of the following represents the person seated at the extreme ends of the line? Extreme ends of the line, M and O. Which of the following represents the person seated at the extreme left hand of the line? Who is the person seated at the extreme left hand? M. M, that is given choice 4. Then question number 4. Who among the following sit exactly between L and N? As tell me who are the persons in between L and N? G and E are the 2 persons in between. Hence choice 1. Then coming to question number 5. Based on the given arrangement, which of the following is true with respect to F? Now F is here. Now this F is sits at one of the extreme ends of the line, that is false because F is second from the right but is not at the extreme end. M and H are immediate neighbors of F. That's also ruled out. And choice for only one person sits between F and L. How many persons in between F and L? There are 3 persons but not 1. And F sits to the immediate right of N. That is definitely true. Then what is your answer here? Choice 5. And this is about question number 5. Then question number 6. How many persons are seated between L and M? How many persons are there? There is only 1 person between L and M. That is choice 5. Now this is about question numbers 2 to 6. Done with this? Then question number 7 onwards. Now question number 7, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W are the 8 persons seated around a circular table at equal distance between each other but not necessarily in the same order. And some of the people are facing the center and while some of the people are facing away from the center. Here it is not clearly specified how many persons are facing the center and how many persons are away from the center, isn't it? Then 8 persons seated around this one, opposite directions means and so on. No. Now we can start from this information. R sits out to the left of T. Now in these type of information, in these type of questions wherein some persons are facing inward and some persons are facing outward, the first thing what you are supposed to check out for whether any information given about a person who is facing towards the center or away from the center, isn't it? Now from there we can start here. Now, R sits out to the left of T and T faces outside clearly specified. As T faces outside, now I am fixing T at this place. Isn't it? As T is facing outside, R sits out to the left of T. R is seated out to the left of T, this T is facing away and this R will be in the anti-clockwise direction. R sits out to the left of T. R sits out to the left of T, T faces outside, only 1 person between R and U. How many persons are in between R and U? There is exactly 1 person between R and U. And so how many possibilities do we have? We can have 2 possibilities. Either U can be here or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this T is facing away. 1, 2, 3, R will be here and U can be here. How many possibilities do we have? There are 2 possibilities. Hence, as there is a second possibility existing at this place, hence we are drawing the second possibility as well. Then R sits out to the left of T. Next one, T faces outside, only one person sits between R and U. Only 3 people between P and U. Among these 8 persons, 3 people in between is nothing but these 2 persons are opposite to each other. Hence P must be here. And in the second case, P and U. P sits opposite to U. And only 3 people between P and U. P sits to the immediate right of S. As P is to the immediate right of S, then S will be here, isn't it? Now as P is to the immediate right of S, as S is here, then this S must be away from the center. Then only P will be to the immediate right. If S is facing the center, then P will be to the immediate left. According to the given information, P sits to the immediate right of S. Hence, P is here. P sits to the immediate right of S. S can be either here or here. There are 2 possibilities for this S. And only 3 people between S and Q. As only 3 people between S and Q, hence, again, S and Q are opposite to each other. Now, in the second case, S cannot be at this place, because if S is here, then he will be opposite to T rather than to Q. Hence, as S cannot be here, then where can we fix this S here? S must be adjacent to this P, isn't it? Now, S is here and Q will be here. And earlier P sits to the immediate right of S, and this S must be away from the center, isn't it? Then P sits to the immediate right of S, only 3 people between S and Q. And P faces the same direction as S. P and S are facing the same direction. Here S is facing away. Now P is also facing away. Now in second case, S is away and P is also away from the center. And P and S faces the same direction. Immediate neighbors of S faces opposite. Immediate neighbors of S, in the first case P and R, these 2 persons are facing in opposite directions. Now P is facing away. Then R must be inward. Now in this case, and immediate neighbors of S faces the same direction, now opposite direction. Now P is away from the center, then whoever the person comes in between S and T, that person must be towards the center. And immediate neighbors of S faces opposite directions, and W sits second to the left of Q. And the next information is W seated second to the left of Q. As Q is here, then W must be here. This is the only possibility. As W sits second to the left of Q, Q must be inward. And W sits second to the left of Q. Now in this case, Q must be outward, isn't it? Then only W sits second to the left of Q. W sits second to the left of Q. Immediate neighbors of U faces opposite. As immediate neighbors of U are facing opposite, Q and W are the immediate neighbors. Q is inward, W will be outward. And immediate neighbors of U faces outside, isn't it? As immediate neighbors of U are Q and T, but as here in the second case, both the immediate neighbors of U, that is Q and T, are facing the same direction. And this case is completely ruled out, because one of the information is getting invalid. Then W sits second to the left of Q. Then who is the person left over here? P, Q, R, S, T. U and W. V is the person left over. V must be here. And next one. V sits second to the left of U. As V is seated second to the left of U, U is facing away. V sits second to the left of U. And V faces the same direction as Q. V and Q are facing the same direction. Now Q is inward. V is also facing inward. Clear now? V faces the same direction as Q. Now these 2 persons are facing the same direction. Is this clear? Now question number 7. Now in this question number 7, which of the following is true regarding P as per the given information? As tell me, Q sits out to the right of P. True or false? Q sits out to the right of P. Definitely true. That is choice 1. Isn't it? Now question number 7. It is choice 1. Then 8th one. As tell me, what about question number 8 here? Who sits to the immediate left of U? Now this U is facing away. Immediate left is in the anti-clockwise direction. That is Q. That is choice 3. Question number 8, choice 3. 9th one. Now in question number 9, 4 out of the following is nothing but odd man out. S, Q, S, U, W and P. Q is inward, S is away, and U is away, and W is away, and P is away. Except choice 1, Q. The remaining 4 persons, S, U, W and P, are facing away from the center, and Q is the only person who is facing towards the center. Hence, only one. Choice 1 is the answer. Then question number 10. How many people in the given arrangement facing the center? Tell me how many are facing the center here. There are only 3 persons facing the center. That is choice 5. Then question number 11. What is W's position with respect to V? W's position with respect to V. W is third to the left of V. Third to the left, that is choice 4. Third to the left, choice 4. Question number 11. Then question number 12 onwards. Now 12 to 16. Now these questions are based on what? Inequalities. Starting with this 12, the relation between M and Q. Now if you observe here, both these conclusions are in between the two letters M and Q. First, M, what is the letter which is common here? B is the letter which is common between these two statements. M lesser than or equals to B, M lesser than or equals to B, and B equals to Q. That means M is lesser than or equals to Q. As M is lesser than or equals to Q, M is either lesser or equal, either 1 or 2. Either 1 or 2, that is choice 4. Question number 12, it is choice 4 is the answer. Then question number 13. Now in this question number 13, the relation between C and P. Yes, what is the element which is common here? Greater than or equals to. Hence which element is common? Greater than is common. Hence C greater than P. And the next one, M and L. Yes, what is the letter which is common here? M. N is the letter which is common. M is lesser than N. N is lesser than L. Hence what is the relation between M and L? Lesser than. Hence both 1 and 2. As both 1 and 2, that is choice 4. Question number 13, choice 4. Then question number 14, the relation between L and K. Now between L and K, this is lesser than, greater than, two opposite symbols, hence no relation can be drawn with these, between these two letters. Next one, X and O. Now X and O, what is the letter which is common here? C is the letter common. And C lesser than O, and whatever this one, X is lesser than or equals to C. X lesser than or equals to C, C lesser than O, and the symbol which is common is lesser than. Hence X lesser than O, definitely true. Hence only 2 follows, that is choice 1. Question number 14, choice 1. Then 15th one. Now in question number 15, the relation between T and C. C is here and T is here. What is the letter which is common here? R is common, isn't it? Now between C and T, now C lesser than R and R greater than T, isn't it? C lesser than R and R greater than T. Two opposite symbols between these two. Hence no relation can be established between C and T. Hence first conclusion does not follow. Then coming to the second one. Now the relation between R and S. Now how to represent this one? R and S? R is here and S is here. And which is common between these two? Only greater than is common. Hence R greater than S, definitely true. But as here it is lesser than or equals to. Hence neither 1 nor 2, that is choice 4. Question number 15, it is choice 4. Then question number 16, now the relation between S and Y. Now in this one, S and Y, N lesser than, S lesser than N, N lesser than or equals to Y. Now between S and Y, which symbol is common? Only lesser than is common. Hence S lesser than Y, definitely true. Then coming to the next one, O and Y. Now between O and Y, this is greater than, this is lesser than, two opposite symbols, so that cannot be drawn. Hence what is your answer here? Only conclusion 1 follows, that is choice 3. Now question number 16, choice 3. Then 17 onwards. Now question number 17 onwards, what are the statements here? Some funds are treasures. 17th one, some funds are treasures. These are the funds which are treasures. Some funds are treasures, and all treasures are stocks. All these treasures are stocks, and all stocks are reserves. And all these stocks are what? All stocks are reserves. Then, tell me what are the statements. This is the basic diagram. And with the help of this basic diagram, the first conclusion. What is the first conclusion? No fund is stock. No fund is stock. Fund is here, stock is here. This is the common between these two. This is some funds are stocks. But there is no fund is a stock will be false. Isn't it? Hence, first conclusion does not follow. And the second one is a possibility. Now, all funds are stocks is a possibility. Yes, tell me whether it is possible or not. As all the statements are affirmative, we can draw a single diagram, or else you can draw your fund like this, isn't it? Then what happened to this one? Hence, all funds are stocks is possible. Hence, what is your answer here? Only 2 follows. As only 2 follows, what is the choice given here? Only 2 follows. Only 2 follows, that is given in choice 4. Question number 17, choice 4. Then coming to question number 18. Now in this 18, some funds are treasures. This is again based on the same statement. Some funds are treasures. Some funds are treasures. And all treasures are stocks. All these treasures are what? All treasures are stocks. And all stocks are treasures. And all these stocks are treasures. Now with the help of this one, all treasures are treasures. Is it true or false? All treasures are treasures. Definitely true. Next one, all stocks are treasures. All stocks are treasures is also true. Then what is your answer here? Both the conclusions follow. Hence both the conclusion that is given in choice. All treasures are treasures. A statement. Now once again. Now some of the funds are treasures. This is fund and this is treasure. Next one, all these treasures are what? All these treasures are stocks. And next, all stocks are treasures. All stocks are treasures. Isn't it? Basic diagram is clear? Then all treasures are treasures. All the treasures are treasures. True or false? True, definitely true. Then next one, all stocks are treasures. All stocks are treasures is false. All treasures are stocks, but whereas all stocks are treasures is false. Then what is your answer here? Only conclusion 1 follows. Only conclusion 1, it is choice 2. Now question number 18, it is choice 2. Then 19th one. Now in this question number 19, all shops are markets. All these shops are what? All shops are markets. And no market is a factory. No market is factory. And next one, all factories are garages. And all these factories are what? Garages. Then all shops are being garage is a possibility, that is possible. Second one, no factory is a shop. No factory is a shop, definitely true. Now the second conclusion is a negative conclusion. As a negative conclusion follows, now in order to make this one false, now we should prove the complementary pair, that is drawing the alternate diagram. No factory is a shop to this one. What is the complementary? Some factories are shops. Now in order to make this one, this conclusion false, now your shop should be like this. Tell me whether we can draw a shop like this or not. If you draw a shop like this, then all shops are what? All shops are markets, and market will also come like this. If market comes like this, then what happens here? No market is a factory will be false. Statement invalid, alternate diagram cannot be drawn, hence it will be true forever. Then coming to the first one, all shops are garages is a possible. All shops are garages is possible or not? No, sir. Now tell me whether I can draw my shop like this or not. And this will be shop and this will be market. Now the statement, what is the statement here? No market is a factory. Now also it is valid. Hence both the statements are valid. And all the statements are valid. Hence what happened to this one? Hence it is possible. Then what is your answer here? Both the conclusions follow. Both conclusions follow choice 2. 19th one, choice 2. Then coming to question number 20. Now in 20, all jackets are what? All these jackets are blazers. All jackets are blazers. Next. And some blazers are strucks. Some of the blazers are strucks. And no coat is a jacket. No coat is jacket. No intersection between coat and jacket. No coat is jacket. All jackets are blazers and some blazers are strucks. Then first one, some strucks are jackets. Some strucks are jackets, that is false. And next one, no coat is a struck. No coat is a struck, definitely true. No coat is struck. Coat and struck, definitely true. Then in order to make this one false, negative conclusion false, now I should prove some coats are strucks. Tell me whether I can prove like that or not. Some coats are struck. Coat is here, struck is here. Now tell me whether I can intersect this coat here or not. Yes. Alternate diagram proven, previous conclusion false. After making the previous conclusion false by proving the alternate diagram, then we should check out for either or. Isn't it? How will you get this either or? Then if any affirmative conclusion which was false earlier, if it has become true, then it will be either or. Then what happened to the first one here? Now the first one, some strucks are jackets. Now also it is false. Hence what is your answer? Neither one, not two. Neither one, not two. It is choice 2. Now question number 20, it is choice 2. Then 21st. Now in this question number 21, no book is a library. No intersection between book and library. No book is a library. Next, some notes are books. No book is a library and some notes are books. And first one, some notes are libraries, that is false. All notes are libraries, all notes are libraries, it is also false. Hence neither one, not two. It is given in choice 2. Hence question number 21, choice 2 is the answer. Then 22nd onwards. Now question number 22 onwards. What is information here? 22 onwards. A, B, C, D, X, Y, and Z live on 7 different floors of a building, but not necessarily in the same order. Floor arrangement. Now in this floor arrangement, starting with what? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 7 floors, A, B, C, D, X, Y, and Z live on 7 different floors of a building, but not necessarily in the same order. The lowermost of the floor of the building is numbered 1, the one above that is numbered 2, and so on, till the topmost floor is number 7. And each one of them is also participating in a different competition, namely acting, cooking, craft, dance, drawing, poetry, and so on. Isn't it? Hence, in total, how many persons are there? 7 persons. 7 persons, and each one of them is also participating in a different competition. And this is what the information we have. Now, with the help of this information, then check out first one. As condition number 1, Z lives on floor number 3. As Z lives on floor number 3, now we are fixing Z at this place. Z lives on floor number 3, only one person lives between C and Z. Only one person lives between C and Z. How many possibilities we can have? 2 possibilities. Either C is above this Z or this C is below this Z. And C can be either on the 5th floor or on the 1st floor. Hence, we have the second possibility as well. Now this is case 1 and this is case 2. Now in this one, Z lives on floor number 3. Only one person lives between C and Z. Next one, the one who is participating in drawing competition lives immediately above C. Drawing is immediately above C, and this person must be drawing. Now drawing is immediately above C. Now the person drawing must be here. Drawing is immediately above C. Z lives on floor number 3. Only one person lives between C and Z. The one who is participating in drawing competition lives immediately above C. Next one. Only 3 people live between the one who is participating in drawing and the one who is participating in acting. How many persons in between drawing and acting? There are exactly 3. Now in case 1, 1, 2, 3. Drawing and 3 people between drawing and acting. 1, 2, 3. Acting will be here. Exactly 3 people between drawing and acting. Here also exactly 3 people between drawing and acting. Now exactly 3 people are in between drawing and acting. And A lives immediately above D. As where is A? A is immediately above D. As A lives immediately above D, neither A nor D is participating in acting competition. Neither A nor D is acting competition, hence A and D cannot be in this place. As A and D cannot be in this place, A is here and D is here. And neither A nor D participating in this acting, hence A and D must be here in case 2. Isn't it? Then, neither A nor D is participating in acting competition. Only 2 people between D and the one who is participating in poetry. And so how many persons are in between D and poetry? There are exactly 2 persons. As there are exactly 2 persons between D and poetry, D is here and so poetry must be here. There are exactly 2 persons between D and poetry. Now in the second case, poetry can be either here or poetry can be here. That is, this poetry can be either on the 1st floor or on the 7th floor. And C does not participate in poetry. As C does not participate in poetry, C poetry is ruled out, and finally poetry will be on the 7th floor. And C does not poetry. Next one. Only one person lives between B and X. How many persons are in between B and X? Exactly one person. And X lives on one of the floors above B. X and B must be here. As X and B is here, now in the second case it is not possible because we do not have 2 alternate floors. And X and B, if X is here, then B will be here. Then who is the person left over? Tell me. No. A, B, C, D, X, Y, and Z. Y is the person left over, and so Y must be on floor number 1. And X lives on one of the floors above B. The one who is participating in cooking competition lives immediately above the one singing. Cooking is immediately above singing, hence cooking must be on floor number 5. Immediately above singing, singing must be on floor number 4. And cooking is immediately above this one. And the one who is participating in cooking competition immediately above the one singing. Y is not participating in dance competition. As Y is not dancing, hence dancing must be on floor number 7. And what is left over here? Yes, tell me what else is left over. Craft. And this craft will be on floor number 1. Now this is how these 7 persons are staying on 7 different floors, isn't it? And they are participating in a different competition. Now this is about question numbers 22 to 26. Now question number 22. Now question number 22. In which of the following competitions is B participating? Yes, tell me in which of the competitions B is participating. Here B is participating in acting. Now B is participating in acting, question number 22. Then 23. If all the people are made to sit in alphabetical order from top to bottom, the positions of how many people will remain unchanged? Now, so from top to bottom, hence A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. And tell me who is the person here? A and B, C, and next D, X, Y, and Z. How many persons remain in the same place? Only 2 persons. And who are those 2 persons? One is A and another one is C. Hence choice 4 is the answer. Question number 23, it is choice 4. Now, next question number 24. Now in this question number 24, which of the following statements is true with respect to the given information? With respect to the given information, choice 1, only 2 people between Z and A. Yes, so how many people are in between Z and A? Only 2 people in between Z and A is false because there are 3 persons in between Z and A. Then what about choice 2 here? And choice 3, the one who is participating in craft competition lives on one of the floors above it. That is false because craft competition is on the first floor. Choice 3 is also ruled out. And X is participating in craft competition, that is also ruled out because Y is participating in craft competition. Then 5th one, D lives on an even number floor. D lives on an even number floor is definitely true because D lives on an 6th floor. Hence choice 5 is the answer. Then question number 25, which of the following combinations is true with respect to the given information? And cooking is D. Now cooking D. Next acting is Y. Craft and B, that is also ruled out. Poetry and Z, yes, poetry and Z. This combination is definitely true, that is choice 4. Then question number 26, which among the following lives on floor number 5? Yes, so who among them is living on floor number 5? C, and the person who is participating in cooking. C, the one who is participating in cooking, that is choice 1. And 26. Then question numbers 27 to 29. Now question numbers 27 to 29, it is based on, how many questions are there in this one? 3 questions based on a small set on blood relations. K is married to M. As K is married to M, K and M are married couple. Now we can represent this K is married to M. K is married to M, and afterwards K has only 2 children. K has only 2 children. Now we can represent this one. And D is the son-in-law of K. As D is the son-in-law of K means D's daughter's husband is K, isn't it? No, sorry, K's daughter's husband is D, and D is the son-in-law of K. K's daughter's husband is D. And R is the brother of B. R is the brother of B. R is the son of M. As R is the son of M, R is the brother of B. How many children this K is having? Only 2 children, out of which one is R, the other one must be B, and this B must be the sister of R and is married to D. R is the brother of B and R is the son of M. L is the mother of M. L is the mother of M. L is the mother of M. And J is married to L. J is married to L. L and J are married couple. J is married to L. And J has only 2 daughters and no son at all. And J is having only 2 daughters, out of which one is M and the other person must be another daughter. And how is K related to L? Tell me, how is K related to L? Now as M is a female, M got married to K, K is a male. And so how is K related to L? K is L's daughter's husband. Daughter's husband, son-in-law, that is choice 4. Then question number 28, how is B related to J? Yes, tell me, how is B related to J? J's daughter's daughter. Daughter's daughter, granddaughter, that is choice 4. 28, it is choice 4. Then question number 29. How is M related to B? How is M related to B? M is the mother of B. Mother, that is given in choice 4. Now this is about question numbers 27 to 29. Next one, question number 30 onwards. Now question number 30. Now it is based on directions. A person starts walking from his office towards his gym. He walks for 30 meters towards east. Now let us take this is the starting point. From here, first he walks how many meters? 30 meters towards east. Then he takes 90 degrees left hand and walks for 20 meters. 90 degrees left hand side and walks for 20 meters. And then taking a 90 degrees right turn, he walks for another 15. Right hand side, 90 degrees, and he walks for 15 meters. And he then walks for 40 meters after taking 90 degrees right turn. After taking 90 degrees right turn, this person has traveled for 40 meters. Now this is 40. And again after turning 90 degrees to his right, he walks for 45 meters. From here, again right hand side, 45 meters. Right hand side. And to reach the gym. Now A is the starting point, and that is his office, and B is what? And B is the gym. Then tell me how far and in which direction is the gym from the office? Tell me what is the answer here. Now if you check out this one, the horizontal distance, one is 45, and the remaining two are 30 and 15. Now this 30 and 15 is facing towards east. Now this 45 is towards west. These two are opposite directions, and the horizontal distance has become 45 minus 45, that is 0. Hence, isn't it? 45 minus 45, that is 0. And what else is left over? Only the vertical distance is left over. As what is the vertical distance here? Now this is 40 towards south and 20 towards north. These two are opposite directions, and subtract between these two. 40 minus 20, how much is that one? 20 meters. Now 20 meters. Now in which direction is the gym? Where is the gym here? Gym is towards south. And 20 meters south. 20 meters south is given in choice. 20 meters south, choice 5. Question number 30, it is choice 5. Done with this? Then after this, question number 30, 31 to 35. Now in this question numbers 31 to 35, it is based on input and output. Now in this input and output, first, how many numbers are there? There are 8 numbers given in the input, followed by how many steps? There are 6 steps. That means in each step exactly one element is being arranged also. But whereas if you observe here, the numbers in the input and the numbers in step final output are completely different to each other. Isn't it? The numbers are completely different. Hence, we cannot able to identify the logic by comparing the input and the final output. And again, if you observe here, from input to step 1 also, the numbers are completely changed. Hence, in this one, in this model, for each of this step is based on a different logic, because none of the numbers are common. Now then, how will you get step 1 with the help of input? Tell me. Input 12, 17. How will you get 6 with the help of 12? 12 divided by 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Now input is how much? 1 plus 2, 3. Now 3 into 2 is 6. That means now the numbers in the input. Now the numbers of in sum of the digits in the input is doubled. Input to step 1. Yes, what is the logic here? Input to step 1. The logic is sum of the digits in the input is doubled. Sum of digits is doubled. That means twice the sum of the digits. Now the numbers. Now in the number 12, that is the first number. What is the sum here? 1 plus 2 is 3. Now 3 into 2 is 6. Now the second number is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 into 2 is 16. Now the third number 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 into 2 is 10. And the next one 23. 2 and 3 is how much? 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 into 2 is 10. And 2 plus 2 is 4 into 2, 8. 1 plus 9, 10 into 2 is 20. 2 plus 7. 2 plus 5 is 7 into 2, 14. And 2 plus 9, 11 into 2 is 22. And sum of the digits in the inputs is multiplied with 2 to get the numbers in step 1. Then again from step 1 to step 2, what is the logic here? 6 and 9. Or else, again, from input to step 2 you can take. From input to step 2. What is the logic here from input to step 2? Now the numbers in input are 12. Isn't it? The first number in the input is 12. Then what is the sum of the digits here? 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 square. Sum of digits. Sum of digits in what? Sum of digits in input square. A are the numbers in step 2. Isn't it? Now in the input. The first number is 12. Sum of the digits is 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 square is 9. Next one here 17. The digits 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 square 64. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 square 25. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 square 25 and so on. And here 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 square 16. 1 plus 9 10 square. 2 plus 5 7 square. 2 plus 9 11 square. Hence from input to step 2. What is the logic here? Sum of the digits in the input, square are the numbers in step 2. Then coming to step 3, as tell me what is the answer here, step 3. Now the relation between 15, 20 and 17. 15, 20 and 17. Now from input to step 3 if you compare here. Now what is the first number here? 12. Then how do you get 15 with the help of 12 plus 3? Input plus 3 will be the numbers in step 3. And again 17 is the number, 17 plus 3 is 20 and 14 plus 3 is 17, 23 plus 3 is 23 plus 3 is so much 26, 22 plus 3 is 25, 19 plus 3 is 22 and so on. Isn't it? To each number in the input 3 is added to get the numbers in step 3. Then step 4. Now what are the numbers in step 4 here? 19, 29 and so on. 19, 29, 23, 41. Isn't it? 41. 39, 33, 39, 33 and 45 and 53. Then tell me what are the numbers in the input. The numbers are 12, 17, 14, 23, 12, 17, 14, 23, 22, 19, 25 and 29 are the numbers, isn't it? Now how do you get 19 with the help of 12? 19 with the help of 12. 12 into 2 is so much? 12 into 2. 12 into, that means input into 2. Minus how much? Minus 11. 12 into 2 is how much? 12 into 2, 24. 24 minus 5, isn't it? Next one. And 17. 17 into 2 is how much? 34. 34 minus 5 is 29. Are you following or not? Next one. Here 14 into 2 is how much? 28 minus 5 is 23. And 23 into 2, 46 minus 1 is 45. 22 into 2, 44 minus 5 is 39. 19 into 2, 38 minus 5 is 33. 25 into 2, 50 minus 5 is 45. 29 into 2 is how much? 58 minus 3 is 50. Minus 5 is 53. That means input into 2 minus 5 will get the numbers in step 4. Then step 5. Now in step 4, 3, 8, 5. Then how do you get 3, 8, 5 with the help of 12, 17 and so on? 3, 8, 5, 5, 4 and 10. After this 4, 10, 7 and 11. As tell me what is the logic here. Input, sum of the digits. Now the digits in 12 are 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 7 is 8. And 1 plus 4 is 5 and so on. Now if you update here, each of these steps we are generating from the input rather than the preceding step. Isn't it? Unlike the previous one. In the previous cases what happens, what used to happen, and the next step will be, okay, will be generated from that step itself. But whereas here, all these steps are generating from the input. Then what is the finally here? Now step 6. Now this step 6, 22, 19, 12 and so on. 22, 19, 12. Now 22 is here, that is the fifth number, isn't it? Next one followed by 19, sixth number, 22, 19 and 12. Then 1 and 2. 12 and 17, that means fifth number, sixth number, first number, second number, 25 and 29. What are these numbers? 25 and 29 are 7 and 8th numbers, followed by 14 and 23. 14 and 23 are 3 and 4 numbers, isn't it? Now the numbers in the input are arranged like this. Now first these two numbers 12, 19, next 22, 19, 12, 17. Next one 25, 29, 14 and 23. Clear now? Hence in total how many steps do we have? We have some 6 steps. And each of these steps is generated from the input rather than the preceding step. Let's write on this one. And the remaining 5 questions are based on the same logic. One input is given. Now identify this one. What will the 6th step of the following input? Yes, tell me, can you work out these questions or not? 26 to 30. In the same pattern, try to work out this. Then, after this 26 to 30, this is 31 to 35, sorry. Now question numbers 31 to 35. Next to 31 to 35 is what? 31 to 35 and 36 to 40. Now 36 to 40, what is given here? 8 friends L, M, N, O, P, Q, R and S. R and S are sitting in a circle in such a way that 3 of them facing outside and the rest are facing inside. Now in this one, though it is based on input inward and outward, but whereas one information clearly specified. What is that information here? How many persons are inward and how many persons are outward? Tell me how many are outward here? Then 3 of them are outward among these 8 persons, which implies that the remaining 5 are inward. Then question number 36 to 40. 8 friends L, M, N, O, P, Q, R and S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 persons. And in such a way that 3 of them facing outside and the rest of them are facing inside. O is seated second to the left of Q. And O is seated second to the left of Q and third to the right of P. P who is facing the center, that is clearly given. As P is facing the center, now we should fix P at this place. As P is facing the center and O is seated second to the left of Q and O and third to the right of P. Who is third to the right of P? O is third to the right of P. As O is third to the right of P, O will be here. And O is seated second to the left of Q. As O is seated second to the left of Q, now if Q is here, then this Q will be facing towards the center. O is seated second to the left of Q. Then what is the second possibility here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now P is facing the center and the next one. P is facing the center. O is seated second to the left of Q and third to the right of P. And O is seated third to the right of P, O will be here. And O is seated second to the left of Q, then Q can be here as well. If Q is here, then O is seated second to the left of Q, then Q must be away from the center. Isn't it? How many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities. Then M is third to the left of R and faces outside. Now M is third to the left of R and faces outside. Between M and R there must be exactly 2 persons. And faces outside. And R is third to the left of L. And L who is not an immediate neighbor of P and Q. L is not an immediate neighbor of P and Q. L cannot be here and L cannot be here. Then what are the possibilities for this L? There are 3 possibilities for this L in case 1, isn't it? If L is here, now that is the first possibility. If L is here, R is third to the left of L. As R is third to the left of L, now if L is facing the center, then R will be here. Or if L is facing away from the center, then R will be here. There is a possibility for this L. Now tell me whether L can be here or not. If L is here, R can be either here or here. There is another possibility. If R is here, and L can be here or here. There are 3 possibilities in this one, hence as of now we cannot represent this one. And friends facing outside are not adjacent to each other. As friends facing outside are not adjacent to each other, and P is seated second to the left of S. Now another information. What is the other information here? P is seated second to the left of S. S is facing outside. Now P is second to the left of S and S is facing outside. Now tell me whether S can be at this place or not. Now this S is away from the center, and if S is here, S will be away from the center, then P sits second to the right of S rather than left hand side. Hence S cannot be here. As S cannot be here, then where should this S be? S must be here. If S is here and P is seated second to the left of S, now this S must be away from the center. Then only P sits second to the left of S. As P sits second to the left of S, and friends facing outside are not adjacent. Now in this one, P sits second to the left of S, S can be either here or here. Isn't it? There are 2 possibilities for this S. Then P sits second to the left of S and this S is facing outside. Now this F is here. If this S is facing outside, then P will be second to the right rather than second left hand side, hence S cannot be at this place. As S cannot be here, then where should this S be? S must be in this place. Now this S is facing away and P will be here. and friends facing outside are not adjacent, and these two persons, this person S is away, and these two persons must be inward. As S is away, these two persons must be inward. Clear now? Now, this person is away, then any information regarding this one? Q and O. And P is seated second to the left of S. Then M is third to the left of R, and R faces outside. M is third to the left of R, and R faces outside. M is third to the left of R. As M is third to the left of R cannot be at this place at all. Why R cannot be here, tell me? Because the persons who are up away from the center are not seated adjacent to each other. If R is here, this R is facing away from the center, but this Q is already facing away from the center, hence he cannot be adjacent to this one. Hence, where should this R be? R must be here. If R is here, then what happened to this one? Now this R is facing away, and these persons must be inward. Clear now? Are you following this one or not? Because the persons who are facing edges away from the center are not seated adjacent. No. R sits, M is. Where is M third to the left of R and faces outside? Fine. And faces outside means who is facing outside here? M is facing outside. As M is facing outside, R sits third to the left of L. Sorry, M is third to the left of R and faces outside. Now this M is facing outside. As M is facing outside, tell me here. Now as of now, M is facing outside, the second case is completely ruled out. Why? M is facing outside means this M must be here, isn't it? This is the only possibility for this M. M is third to the left of R. As M is third to the left of R, and this R must be at this place, then only M is third to the left of R, and this end faces outside. And next one. Now here if you observe here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 persons were finalized here. As 6 persons were finalized, first let us check out this possibility. Then any other information here, R is third to the left of L. As R is third to the left of L, where should this L? L must be here. L is not an immediate neighbor of P and Q, but as here what happens here, L is an immediate neighbor of Q. Hence this case is completely ruled out. Are you following this one or not? Now we are left with only this case. Now let us check out in this case. Now in this case, what is the information here? Let us start with what? P and P, S, Q and O were done. Then O is seated second to the left of Q and third to the right of P. P is facing the center. M is third to the left of R and M is facing outside. Now M is facing outside. As M is facing outside, M can be either here, isn't it? M is facing outside, M can be here. If you take M at this place, M is facing outside, then whatever this one, and faces outside, M is third to the left of R. Then where should this R be? R can be either here or here, isn't it? M is. Then M, there is a possibility for this M. Now tell me whether M can be at this place or not. Yes. If M is here and R can be here. Can R be at this place? No. Why? Because R is facing towards the center and M third to the left of R. If R is here and M is here, then what happened to this one? M will be right hand side, which is not possible at all. Hence M cannot be at this place. Then tell me whether M can be at this place or not. If M is at this place, then R must be here, isn't it? R is here. M is facing away and R will be towards the center. Okay? And so how many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities. Now out of these 2 possibilities, let us start with one of these possibilities. Then, now if you take this R at this place and M will be here. Now M is facing away. Then whatever this one, R is facing towards the center. R sits third to the left of L. And this R himself is seated third to the left of L. Then where should this L be? L must be here. As L is here, this L is facing towards the center. Isn't it? Now M is third to the left of R and M is facing outside. R is third to the left of L. R is third to the left of L. L is not an immediate neighbor of P and Q. As L is not an immediate neighbor of P and Q, P is here and Q is here. L is not an immediate neighbor of Q. Fine. Now, sir, M and R must be in these 2 places only. We do not have the second case. Why? Because in these 2 places, L cannot be here. As L cannot be here, the only place left for this L is here. If L is here, then R will be here, then R is here, M will be here. Done with this? Then what is the other possibility here? And M is thought to the left of R and faces outside. R is thought to the left of L. L, who is not an immediate neighbor of P and Q. And next one. Friends facing outside are not adjacent. As of now, how many persons are there? There are 2 persons facing outside. Hence, M and S. Now, M is facing outside, hence this O must be facing towards the center. Why O must be facing towards the center? Because adjacent persons cannot be away. And this person must be away. Hence, 3 persons away. Then who is the person left over here? L, M, and O. L, M, N is the person left over. Clear now? And this is how these 8 persons are seated. And the order is P, R, S, Q, M, O, L, N. Now P is towards the center, R is also towards the center, S is away, and Q is inward, M is outward, and O is inward, and L is inward, and finally N is outward. Done with this? Now this is about question numbers 36 to 40. Now in this 36, which of the following group is facing outside? Yes, which of the following groups is facing outside here? Tell me. S, M, and N. S, M, N, that is choice 3, M and S, choice 3. Then question number 37, and who is thought to the left of L? Thought to the left of L, R is thought to the left of L, that is choice 5. Then who is second to the right of M? Tell me who is second to the right of M? L is seated second to the right of M, that is choice 4. 38, choice 4. Then question number 39, and what is P's position with reference to Q? P's position with reference to Q, and P is thought to the right. Thought to the right, that is given in choice 1. Then question number 40, which among the following pairs may not be adjacent to each other? S and Q are adjacent to each other or not? S. O and Q are not adjacent to each other. Hence question number 40, it is choice 2. Done with this one? Now this is about question numbers 36 to 40. In this, among these 8 persons, 3 are outward and the remaining are inward. Then, next one, number series. Question numbers please, number series 61 to 65. Now in this question number 61 to 65, now 61, 17, 19, 23, 31. As the numbers are increasing at a very smaller rate, hence we should go for what? Then we should go for, yes, what is the model it comes under? It comes under difference, isn't it? Now the difference between 17 and 17 and 19. Now the difference between 17 and 19. Yes, tell me what is the difference here? 17 and 19, the difference is plus 2. Here the difference is 4, and here the difference is 8. 2, 4, 8. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 into 2 is so much 16. And 31 plus 16 is so much 47. And 16 into 2, how much? 32. Then what is the missing number here? 47 is the missing number, that is choice 4. 61, choice 4. Then question number 62, 15, 18, 28. 15, 18, 28, 15, 18, 28, 45 and 69. 45, 69. Then what is the difference between these two, 15 and 18? Here the difference is plus 3. 18 and 28, the difference is 10. And 28 and 45, the difference is how much? 17. And 45 and 69, the difference is how much? 45 and 16. It will be 24. Then what is the difference between 3 and 10? 7. Here the difference is 7. Here the difference is again 7. Constant. 7 is added. 24 plus 7 is how much? 31. Now 69 plus 31 is how much? 69 plus 31? 100. Choice 3. Now question number 62, it is choice 3. Then coming to 63. Now 63, 14 and 7. Yes, so how to represent this one? 14 and 17? 7, 14 into half. 14 into half is 7. Now this is the only instance where the number is decreased. From there onwards it started increasing, hence we should go for either off or 1. And the next one, 7 into 1 is 7, and 7 into 1.5. 7 into 1.5 is 7 plus 3.5, that is 10.5. And the next one into 2. 10.5 into 2 is so much? 21. And the next 21 into 2.5, that is 42 plus 10.5, that is 52.5. Then what is the missing number here? The missing number is 21, and it is given in choice 5. Now question number 63, choice 5 is the answer. 63, choice 5. Then coming to 64. Now in this question number 64, what are the numbers here? 7, 16. 7, 16, 43, 88, 88, 151. 151. Then 7 and 16, what is the difference here? 7 plus 9 is the difference, because again we are opting for difference between, because the numbers are increasing at a very smaller rate. Next one, 16 and 43, here the difference is how much? 27. And the next difference between these two is 45. And 88 and 151, the difference is how much? 63. 63. Then 9, 27, 45 and 63. 9 and 27, what is the difference here? 18. And 27 and 45, the difference is again 18. And 45 and 18 plus 18 is 63. And finally 63 plus 18. 63 plus 18 is how much? 81. Hence 151 plus 81 is 15 plus 8 is 232. Now 232, that is choice 4. Question number 64, choice 4. Then coming to question number 65, 11, 14, 22. 11, 14, 22, 37, 61. Here again the numbers are increasing at a smaller rate, it must be under difference. Now the difference between these two is 3. And 14 and 22, what is the difference here? Plus 8. And 22 and 37, what is the difference here? 15, isn't it? Now the difference between the numbers 3, 8, 15. And 37 and 61, what is the difference? 24. Then if you go for the difference between these numbers, 5, here the difference is 7, next one is 9. 5, 7, 9, next one must be 11. 24 plus 11 is 35. 61 plus 35 is almost 96. 96, that is given in choice 5. Now this is about question number 61 to 65. Done with this? Now this is about paper number 20589. Yes, any doubts in this paper? As of now, we have done with question numbers 1 to 40 and 61 to 65. Okay? Yes, any doubts in this clerical paper?